2 damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code. Used to sip out.
One of the things we need to do is we need to change our pickup point. I suggest picking up the ball carrier just past half court and forcing him to a side. You have to keep the ball in one direction. A lot of you guys are waiting to pick up the ball carrier just at the three-point line. That's too late for two guys that are great at the high pick and roll. As an on-ball defender, we need...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports, Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the...
All right, little bro, no peeking, man.
I'm not looking, I swear.
All right.
Where are we going,
there.
though?
Stop, turn around. Wait right there. You better not open your eyes, man.
Okay.
All right, little bro, go ahead and open your eyes.
Never make that sound again.
Sorry, I just can't believe it. This is really for me?
Yeah, man, this is from us to you.
Yeah, man, you deserve it, bro. Oh, man. I couldn't afford these in a million years. You guys are the greatest. I gotta go try these on.
Go for it, man.
Jug.
I love you guys, man. This is awesome. I'm gonna cry. Hey, man, we did good.
Yeah, we did, man. You're a good kid.
He deserves it.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. A contest in the West will see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
A division battle. These two squads play each other 4 times this season.
Time to get familiar, and these games always count double. I mean, not just league standings, but division standings at stake as well.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh CJ.
It certainly has, DA. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting 2-guard spot with great confidence. Clark, I'm certain for coaches and for players too, but certainly for the coach because he's got to moderate this, how he tries to keep his players focused every night in every game in the NBA. It's such a long season.
Yeah, it really is a long season, and you have to sprinkle and not spray if you're a coach. By that I mean you can't use all of your material too early in terms of motivating. But the other thing is, you need not be motivating your players all the time if you're a coach. That's something that pro players should be doing themselves.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, Aminu and Nurkic up front. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2, and it's Turner in at the 3 slot.
And, you know, Damian Lillard has such a quick release. Excellent at getting his shot up.
Look on the floor for Minnesota. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's DJ. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical and a little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
Here's the screen. A 3 from McCollum. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Can't make good off the screen.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fires for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Connaughton. McCollum outside. Down low, Collins. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wells in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Wells has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. McCollum kicks to Harkless. Back to McCollum, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Trailblazers.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
6 to shoot. Here's Napier. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Timberwolves trail by 6. And here is DJ. He had 31 points in the win against Phoenix. Lets the 3 fly. And Zhang kicks to DJ. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Napier passes to McCollum. There's a screen. Harkless with it, working on Gibson. And here's McCollum for 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Jang with the screen for DJ. And Harkless pulls it down.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And you look at the history of the Timberwolves, and there have been some incredible players. Clark, which Timberwolf player always was your favorite to watch, and why?
Well, Kevin Garnett was fun to watch wherever he played. And clearly, his early career was in Minnesota, and his intensity, his focus, his versatility, his two-way prowess. Sam Mitchell, guy I got to know when he was in Indiana, just one of those solid veteran guys. And then Kevin Love, a double-double 20-10 guy. It was really good while he was there, too.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Got that one up quick. Now just a 3-point Portland lead.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
They set the screen. And here's McCollum for 3. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got 9.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
DJ with it. He has 5. The tray connects from three-point range. DJ's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Gotta love seeing DJ square up from outside. He has a beautiful release on these long-distance shots.
And Gibson sends it back. Harkless with the bucket. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. Controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Napier is out there with McCollum. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Collins. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He ended up with 31 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
And, given his last game, guys, you have to believe he'll be the go-to guy for them again tonight. He'll have every opportunity to keep that hot streak going.
Here's Connaughton, guarded by Crawford. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And that one's good from Connaughton.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. The defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane and in a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is head and shoulders above any other finisher in the league, in my opinion. Nobody has done it like that guy does.
Napier kicks to Collins. Here's Nurkic, and the shot is long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Napier passes to Connaughton. Napier dishes to Harkless. And there's the pass to Napier. Screen by Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Brooks misses. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Napier. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Nurkic just screen on Brooks. Napier. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. They now take the lead. And that's 12 points for DJ.
And this is what you want to see. I mean, DJ firing quickly right off the pass, not giving the defense any time to react.
Nurkic in the post, defended by Towns. Napier kicks to Connaughton. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Kicks it to Wiggins. Over Harkless. And it's Wiggins missing. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harkless the pass to Napier. Back to Harkless. And stolen by Wiggins. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Wiggins with the ball. And it's DJ missing.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still...
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
got their hands. Like it's hard for them to dribble, but when it comes to like scoring the ball, their hands can be quick. Look at that dude, it's hard for him to grab the ball when I pass it to him. So how is it not hard for him to steal the ball? How could you steal into the glass? Makes sense.
Yo, Turner! Close that up, Turner!
Unexpected
Yeah.
Great game, DJ.
Thanks.
Listen, the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
Okay. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Right this way.
Hey, Shaq here. You showed me a lot out there tonight with the way you were able to dominate the glass. Was that something you set out to do?
You know, Shaq, it just has a lot to do with me being tall and just hanging out by the rim. I mean, you know, rebounding is just such a random stat to me because it's so dependent on things not in your control. You know, like if the shooter's going to miss and all that. So I try not to obsess over things that are out of my control.
Bring back the tall ball, not the small ball.